Hello everyone, this is Dr. K. In this series of videos relating to the NetBeans e-commerce tutorial, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we have been doing. And that's because NetBeans is doing something a little bit different in part 8 of their tutorial. And as you can see right here, we've got NetBeans telling you that basically they're taking a slightly different approach. They're going to give you the completed project, and then you're going to explore that project using the NetBeans debugger and some other tools. And while I think it's a great approach to learning about the NetBeans debugger and learning about managing sessions, which is the topic of the tutorial, I want to take a more direct approach to adding session information to a project. So therefore, I'm going to jump right into the bookstore project that we've been doing, and I'm going to show you how to manage sessions in that project. I'm going to do so by adding session capabilities to my own bookstore project, which is my bookstore. Okay, and hopefully once you see how I've added session capabilities to my bookstore project, you'll be able to do the same for your bookstore project. Okay, since everyone has a slightly different design, everybody's going to face their own challenges, but the basic approach is going to be the same. So let me just show you what my current bookstore project can and cannot do. So we've just finished adding entity classes and session beans to the project. So we're no longer accessing the database with direct SQL queries using the SQL:_query tag. This is my welcome page, and I've actually moved my index.jsp page to underneath the view folder so that I could leverage some JPA-based database elements that I created in my controller servlet and stored as attributes in my request scope. Mainly this choice of mystery, which I want to be kind of a random choice of a category, and a few of the resulting books that come along with that category. Okay, I stored those as attributes in my request scope. Now I've made use of the HTML5 data list element in my search bar up here. You can see it has a little drop down. It's kind of a cross between a search bar and a drop down, and it's pretty neat. So if I start typing mystery in here, mystery comes up there. Okay, and I can just complete that and then either hit return again or click on that search button. And let's try that again. I might not have clicked the right part. If I just hit mystery, click on this search button, I get to the category page, and you can see right there that mystery is my selected category. And I get to browse some books from the mystery category. Now, one thing you should notice about this page is that the add to cart buttons do not work. For some reason they changed these to white, but the important thing is that these do not work yet. One of the things we're going to do in this tutorial is make sure that these work. And this 4 here in right above my little cart icon is just a placeholder number. Okay, So I can't change it by hitting add to cart, but obviously that's something I want to be able to modify. When I add something to the cart, I should have that number incremented. Okay, and one thing I can do here is I can click on my cart, and it will actually take me to the cart page. And if you haven't implemented the cart page yet, that's something you need to do before you're going to add session information to your project. Now this table here, the subtotal, all this thing, in fact, this is actually wrong, right? Your shopping cart contains 3 items, but my shopping cart actually contains 4 items. This is all placeholder stuff, okay? So we eventually are going to want to implement all of this. In particular, in my project, I want to make sure I implement these increment and decrement buttons. I think they might take you somewhere weird now. Okay, so they're obviously not implemented yet. So I want this so I have the girl in the train as one title. If you don't see anything near the price, that just means that there's just one copy in my cart. So I should be able to hit this plus and make it 2 copies. I should be able to hit the plus twice and make it 3 copies. And I should also be able to decrement that. Okay, now you might have a different design. The Affable Bean project, I believe, has a little text field where you can type in the exact number of copies you want of a certain product, and then hit the update button, and it will update to that quantity for that product. And I believe the Affable Bean project also has a clear all button, which just empties your cart automatically. I don't have that. You can decide what you want to have. You have some flexibility with your project in that way. But I'm going to show you how to implement this between looking at the Affable Bean project and following along with this tutorial. Hopefully you'll be able to figure out how to implement your own design. A few other things. This continue shopping button. I didn't mean to put that red there. It just appeared while I was doing something else, and I kind of like it for now because I can actually see that I'm activating that button. I'll probably take that away later. But anyway, if I hit this continue shopping button, it goes back to the category page. Right now, it just automatically goes back to classics, which is my first category. It would be really nice if it went back to the last category that I was browsing on this page, but that's probably something for a slightly later date. Okay, let's go back to the cart page. We've also got this proceed to checkout button, and this takes you to the checkout page, another page that you will have to implement if you have not done so yet in order to begin this tutorial and add session information to your project. Okay, you can see it has a little form here where they ask for name, address, credit card, etc. These actually kind of work a little bit, but when you submit this form, okay, you get another not found error. And then this box here tells you how much your credit card is going to be charged. This number is just the subtotal. That's the price of all the books put together, plus $5 in shipping, and that $5 is just a fixed $5 fee. It's nothing special. For the sake of simplicity, we're just going to make that fixed. Okay, so that's about it for an overview of what we're going to try to do in this tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started.